This right here is the world's strongest 21-year-old, whose diet is 100% meat. And today, he is going to break the NFL Combine bench press record. Every year, the NFL hosts an event called the Combine, in which prospects test their strength, athleticism, and agility in various events. To test strength, they do bench press, in which every prospect must bench 100 kilos or 225 pounds for as many reps as possible. But here's the thing. These are the greatest athletes in the world, and most of them weigh over 300 pounds. For example, the winner of this year's Combine, who got 39 reps of 100 kilograms on the bench press, was Bo Limmer, who weighs 302 pounds at a whopping 6'5". But today, some random dude from New Zealand with a moustache that has put him on many watch lists and weighs only 202 pounds is going to break this record and get 40 reps of 100 kilograms. Right, now before we begin, we have the most important part. He's going to cook up his signature meal, which he credits all of his strength to. Now, I know what you're thinking, there's no way this dude is 21. In fact, there have been times where he has been mistaken as my dad, but I'm not too sure what happened to him. You'll have to speak to his parents, but here is proof that he is 21 years old. Alright, Dylan, what we cooking here? Can you explain to us?
Alright, mate, we've got to start off with number one, the one and only go-to, the good old lamb choppies.
Now keep in mind, for the last 11 months, this guy has not consumed any carbohydrates. Everyone says you need carbohydrates to be strong, but living proof right here. So Dylan, can you take us through, what does a typical day of eating look like?
Alright, so first thing in the morning, I'll train, do like a run, cycle class, something like that. Then I would come home, cook up 10, 12 eggs. That's my first thing.
Nice light
and
breakfast.
Then, that's a nice light breakfast. Then I would cook up some lamb choppies for lunch. I don't know why, but just do. And then, so that'll be my lunch. I'll have probably four or 5 chops. Get that protein, get the fat, a lot of fat. Then come home from work. I'll probably actually skip a meal. Wouldn't eat before I train. Like to feel light, feel too full after a meal. So I'll train, do a few hours of training, probably like 3 hours of training. Then I would come home and then I'll probably have another five choppies, and then so that's the staple diet, mainly choppies, eggs, and that's the way to go for me.
Interesting. Now you've eaten only meat for the last 11 months. What changes have you noticed in those 11 months?
I would say the first change would be a lot more energy. I would wake up, I'd be like walking around my bedroom. I would wake up earlier. I'd just be wanting to get out, get at it. When I train, I can't stop moving. Just way too much energy. Also, the head clearance, like I can actually think for once. Like I used to feel just, you never noticed it, but once you get on Carnivore, you can just see that your mind's just working so much cleaner. You can think better. You feel sharp. You can do shit. And then that's the first one.
How's training?
Training. All right, that's the big
recovery.
One. That's a big one. Recovery. I used to get injured all the time. Now my recovery is fast. I can train a lot more. I used to train each body part maybe 2 times a week. Not do any cardio as well. I used to get injured all the time. No injuries. Now I can train more. No injuries. Can go for longer. Train harder. I'm stronger. I'm lighter. I can move better. Feel better. Run faster. Everything's just better.
So a big difference Carnivore's made.
No, yeah. And people don't know it till they try it. That's the thing. Like you'll be so much better off. Like the energy. You don't get tired. When you're training, you do not get tired. I can go forever. No carbs.
See, one of the biggest things that people don't realize is they think you need carbohydrates to perform. Obviously, glycogen is made from glucose, which is the breakdown of carbohydrates. However, when you eat only fat and protein in a carnivore diet, your body can make this glycogen from the fats and proteins you consume through a process known as gluconeogenesis. So people think they need carbohydrates when in reality, your body makes all the glycogen it needs.
Exactly. So I can train 4 hours straight, intense cardio, just keep going, weights, everything. Don't get tired.
Exactly.
Easy.
And when you have been on a high fat diet for long enough, you're not eating carbohydrates, you become fat adapted. So your body can actually replenish its glycogen stores from your own fat. You don't have to suck on those gels or whatever those endurance athletes do. Your body literally makes the glycogen it needs from your own fat cells. So yeah, you do not need carbohydrates, as we're showing today.
Exactly. Even when I'm trying to lose weight, like usually if you're on a normal diet eating carbs, when you lower the calories, eating like 1,600 calories, or you just feel dead. Like you can't lift anything, your weights go down. Me and him, we did like 4 weeks of like 2,000 or 1,600 calories. Our weights went up, and we were losing weight, and we had so much energy. So it's just
Literally. Getting strong.
no comparison at all.
You can get stronger and leaner without feeling hungry.
At the same time.
Like he said, when we first started carnivore and we had a lot of weight to lose, we were eating like basically nothing. Like we were having quite a bit of meat, but like very little fat, and we didn't get hungry once.
And training 4 times a day. So it's not like we were just trying to save energy. We were spending it all and still had more left over, you know?
And the reason for that is because when you're fat adapted, when you only eat fats and proteins, your body can now tap into its own body fat. Essentially, when you eat carbohydrates, your body runs on carbohydrates. Run out of carbohydrates you've consumed, and your body gets ridiculously hungry. But when you're eating fat, when you've run out of the fat you've eaten, your body can very easily tap into its own body fat because they have such a similar structure. It sounds like bro science, but this is a true thing.
Just try it. That's all I say.
Yeah, 100%. Alrighty, signature meal. Fire it up. What do we do?
Choppies first. Wait, no. We need our...
tallow. Beef tallow.
Good old tally. Tally welly. All right, let's get the tally on.
Right.
All right. Because I'm the man, I like putting quite a lot on. Get that energy in you, you know? People are like, fat's terrible for you. The more the better. The more the better.
What always makes me laugh is people think that a carnivore diet will give you a heart attack. The first heart attack ever recorded in the United States was in the year 1912, conveniently about 5 to 7 years after processed food came widely available. Yet even despite this, people think that red meat is what causes heart attacks. How can the one food that we've always eaten be the cause of all these modern diseases? It makes no sense at all.
Is that enough tallow?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
All right.
Good old choppies. You don't have choppies in your diet?
Are you sure you want to reveal to the world
You're doing it wrong.
Are you sure you want to reveal to the world the secret diet, mate? This is a world
record. Sure. I don't want anyone else getting strong like me.
This is a world record-breaking diet, and he's just giving it away for free.
Oh, sizzle.
Now, I'm putting a rump steak on for myself. I'm more of a fan of the steaks myself. Maybe that's my problem, you know. I can only get 100 for 10 or 15 reps, so maybe the lamb chops are the secret.
The thing about lamb chops is they're super high in fat, so that's probably where I get what they need energy from.
Yeah. So when was the last time you ate a vegetable?
A vegetable? Probably like 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, well, 5 years. I've just never liked veggies, eh? I've always hated veggies. And there was a point where my dad, he was like, nah, because he wasn't all into vegan. And he was just like, nah, you're dying. Goes and buys me all these like nutrition pills, like all these vitamins and stuff. Wouldn't take it. He's like, nah, you gotta don't just take it. You need it.
It's the end of you.
Until he saw how much energy I had on this diet, and he was like, nah. So now he's on it. He's changed. He's like a completely different person as well.
Jeez.
So yeah.
See, what a lot of people don't realize is that every single nutrient you need in the perfect quantities is in red meat. For potentially millions of years, humans were in the Ice Age, meaning we could only eat meat.
Plus veggies are yuck.
See, the thing about vegetables is they're completely pointless. They grow on the same soils over and over again, and these soils become so void of nutrients, and consequently the vegetables end up the same. Then the limited amount of nutrients that are in them, humans have a very hard time at absorbing them due to these anti-nutrient defense compounds. And not only do they have anti-nutrient defense compounds, but there are other defense compounds that directly harm us. Then they're sprayed in toxic pesticides. I don't see the point in eating vegetables when you can get every single nutrient you need from meat. There's a reason that essentially every single person that goes on the carnivore diet talks about how much better they feel, talks about how much more energy they have.
Yeah, what in vegetable is going to make you stronger, better?
Literally.
Nothing.
Like genuinely, vegetables, very little good you can get from them, but there's a lot of bad. There's very little point in them.
Kids, eat your spinach, be like Popeye, you'll get strong,
Literally.
you'll build your muscles.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it makes no evolutionary sense either.
Yeah.
Like vegetables have very little energy, they objectively taste bitter. Our ancestors who were trying to get their hands on whatever they could, why would they eat some random plant that doesn't taste good, doesn't provide them with any energy? From an evolutionary point of view, It makes no sense consuming vegetables. And that is what we find in our fossils too. All of the human fossils that we find have very high nitrogen 15 ratings. And essentially how it works is the more carnivorous a species is, the higher the nitrogen 15 rating is, which again shows us that humans were a carnivorous species for most of our existence.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never ever liked veggies. That's why I haven't had them in 5 years. I used to get given it as a kid. Always hated it. Last thing I would eat. Oh, disgusting.
And that's the thing. The reason vegetables taste bitter is our taste buds identify these toxic defense compounds that they contain, and they don't want us to consume them. It's no different to how when something is expired, our nose can smell. We have these survival mechanisms built into us. Look at that. Oh wait, hang on. Look at that. Doesn't get much better. How many eggs are you gonna have?
Probably like 12 eggs.
12 eggs. Nice.
You know why?
Why?
Because I like cholesterol.
See, again, high cholesterol allegedly causes heart attacks, heart disease. Heart disease, as we know it, did not exist in the year 1900. And like we talked about, first heart attack in the year 1912. How could these modern diseases be caused by the one food we've always eaten? Like, there is no logical answer to that. And that is why we see, like I just discussed, everyone that goes on carnivore feels better. All the inflammation markers come down. This notion that red meat is harmful for you is backed on absolutely nothing. And there's a reason more and more doctors are becoming carnivore advocates. I want to see if I got eggs.
So how do you crack this on?
Huh?
Or do you use a fork or a knife?
Just crack it on top, look at the side.
Does that look rotten or what?
Bruv, something's wrong with that. I'll take that off. Something is wrong with that egg. I would not eat that.
Don't discriminate against the egg.
That's weird, bro.
11 eggs, not 12. Because one egg decides to go on the vegan diet.
Actually, you know what? Let's get one more
egg. It
egg.
never grew.
It could be the difference, bro. Could be the difference. Now, would you recommend to the viewers at home having 12 eggs and 4 lamb chops pre-workout, or?
Yeah. I'd say the more cholesterol, the better.
You've got to be cholesterol maxing. That's the key to all of this.
Exactly.
You see, cholesterol is a precursor to testosterone, right? So on the carnivore diet, you're consuming more cholesterol, therefore you're going to build more testosterone, but you're also avoiding all these toxic plant defense compounds, which nuke your testosterone. The average testosterone of a 20-year-old male nowadays is like is the same as the average as a 70-year-old back in the day. So clearly something's going on, and I blame the food supply.
I blame not eating enough eggs.
Not enough eggs?
Not enough eggs.
I reckon the soy in the food's got a bit to do with it too.
Yep.
Now, I gotta ask you, Dylan, your diet is exclusively lamb chops and eggs and steak. Do you ever get sick of what you eat?
Hell no. What's better than eating meat?
Exactly.
Even what non-carnivores do, they eat burgers. What's a burger without a patty?
Exactly.
Like, come on. It's the best food in the world.
Exactly.
My choppies taste better and better every day.
Have you found your taste buds have changed
Oh.
in the sense that meat just tastes better and better over time?
Yeah, it does. Especially salt. When you add salt, oh,
It's beautiful, isn't it?
it is stunning.
All in?
Yo, some of them are actually ready.
So it's not a masterclass going on in the kitchen, but
Yes, it is. What are you talking about? Oh, look at that. Still soggy. All right, this all looks stunning. Got to get every last bit of cholesterol in here. All right, choppy's done as well.
awesome.
Look
Can
at
I
that.
borrow that for a sec?
Look at that. Soggy.
Check us the spatula.
Could have said please.
Now, in your time lifting at the gym, I'm sure you've had lots of people come up to you impressed by how much you lift. How many of these people that have come up to you are women?
There was I can't confirm, but I'm pretty sure a real woman came up to me one time.
And she was
A real
impressed.
life woman. She came up to me one time.
What was the ratio of women to men that have come up to you though?
Probably like 100,000 to 1. Like, whose plate is that?
Yours.
Oh yeah. Keep that out the video. Chat, don't clip that, please.
Bro thinks we have in chat.
Yo, how's the live comments going, bro?
I'll check. Alrighty. Chuck us that bad boy. Oh, just leave it there. Either or. Either.
Alright, saltage the toppy, the choppies.
Uh-huh.
Saltage the choppies.
Essential part.
Yep.
Alright, let's get a close-up inspection of these meals. Right. So, my one, Dylan's nice light pre-workout meal, which probably wouldn't recommend eating that much before you train. But anyway, I guess when you're the world's strongest 21-year-old, who can tell you what to do? Alright, we're going to eat this. See you lot at the gym. Alrighty, now as you can clearly see, the bar is 20 kilograms and so are the plates. Good?
Yep.
You'll notice he stops just above his chest, so there's no bouncing at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. There we go. NFL Combine record broken. The other day I interviewed the one and only Dr. Ken Berry. Here's a link to that video. I think you'll enjoy it. See you next time.